fight Logan Paul, not to be confused with Jake Paul, in India for $250 million.
Conor McGregor, the former UFC champion and one of the most polarizing figures in combat sports history, has recently claimed that he is set to earn an astounding $250 million for a boxing match against Logan Paul, the YouTube personality turned professional boxer. The location for this highly anticipated event is Mumbai's iconic Wankhede Stadium in India, a venue traditionally known for hosting cricket matches, but now set to witness a showdown between two of the most talked-about personalities in the world of entertainment and sports. Both McGregor and Paul will reportedly walk away from this match with $250 million each, making it one of the most financially rewarding events in the history of combat sports. The idea of a McGregor versus Logan Paul match, while initially sounding like a far-fetched spectacle, has quickly turned into a cultural phenomenon that fans can't stop talking about. The hype surrounding this fight has reached unprecedented levels, especially considering the personalities involved. McGregor, a fighter known for his brash demeanor and jaw-dropping skills, has remained a dominant figure in combat sports despite recent controversies. Meanwhile, Logan Paul, who gained fame on YouTube and has built a successful career in boxing, has been relentless in his pursuit of high-profile opponents, aiming to prove himself as a legitimate fighter rather than just an internet personality. The match was first rumored when McGregor posted a cryptic tweet featuring an Indian flag emoji and a red heart, which, though seemingly innocent, ignited a storm of speculation among fans. This tweet hinted at the possibility of a major event tied to India's Visit India campaign, designed to boost tourism and elevate India's profile in the global sports entertainment arena. As the rumors gained traction, McGregor confirmed the fight through a post on his social media platforms, where he revealed that he would be facing off against Logan Paul at the historic Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai. The confirmation sent shockwaves through the combat sports world, as this fight promises to bring a level of entertainment and spectacle rarely seen in the world of boxing and MMA. According to reports, both fighters are set to make a whopping $250 million each for the match, surpassing even some of the most lucrative bouts in recent history, including McGregor's own fight against Floyd Mayweather in 2017. This staggering payday highlights the immense commercial value of the fight, with the potential to break records in terms of viewership and earnings. The spectacle of it, all two men from different worlds, representing different countries, has made it a global talking point. Logan Paul, for his part, has made no secret of his desire to face McGregor. He has publicly stated that he would love the opportunity to test himself against the former UFC champion, even going as far as to suggest that McGregor might be the perfect opponent. However, Logan also acknowledged the size difference between them, suggesting that he would be able to cut down to a weight class that could make the fight more even. Standing at around 200 pounds, Logan holds a significant weight advantage over McGregor, whose natural fighting weight is much lower. This disparity in size could play a major role in the dynamics of the fight, depending on how the rules are structured. The financial scale of the fight has led some analysts to draw comparisons to other high-profile bouts in combat sports. Brendan Schaub, a former UFC fighter, pointed out that McGregor and Paul would each make more individually than heavyweight champions Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury combined, emphasizing the spectacle-driven nature of this bout. While the prospect of a McGregor versus Paul fight excites many, Schaub expressed concern about the risks McGregor faces if he underestimates his opponent. Logan's athleticism and size could pose significant challenges if McGregor doesn't approach the fight with the seriousness it demands. The fight's appeal is undeniable. For one, it will take place in Mumbai's legendary Wankhede Stadium, a venue steeped in cricket history, but now poised to make its mark in the world of global sports entertainment. India, with its billion-strong population, represents an untapped market for sports events, and the McGregor versus Logan Paul fight provides an opportunity to engage this massive audience in a way that hasn't been done before. By holding such a high-profile event in India, the organizers hope to solidify the country's place as a destination for international sports entertainment. Mike MCK, a commentator and analyst, discussed Logan Paul's evolution from a YouTube personality to a legitimate competitor in boxing and WWE. McGregor noted that Logan's success in both realms has given him the confidence to continue pushing boundaries in the world of combat sports. Despite this, he also acknowledged that Logan's ultimate goal is to prove himself as a serious fighter capable of taking on the best in the world. McGregor believes Logan has the athleticism to compete with top fighters and praised his willingness to take on difficult challenges. However, the fight is not without controversy. Critics of the McGregor versus Logan Paul matchup argue that it is nothing more than a cash grab with little competitive merit. These critics contend that the fight's value lies more in the entertainment it provides rather than the legitimacy of the competition. Social media has been ablaze with debates, memes, and predictions about the outcome, with many questioning whether McGregor's legacy could be tarnished by participating in such a spectacle. Javier Mendes, a respected MMA coach, expressed his skepticism about the legitimacy of the fight. While he acknowledged that both McGregor and Logan Paul could put on an exciting show, he emphasized that this should not be viewed as a professional combat sports contest. Mendes suggested that the fight is more about spectacle and entertainment, not about two serious fighters vying for a title or championship. Others, like Daniel Cormier, have also expressed doubts about McGregor's readiness to return to serious competition. Cormier pointed out that McGregor has made several bold promises over the years that have not come to fruition, and he would need to see tangible evidence before believing McGregor's claims. He also discussed the rise of the Paul brothers, acknowledging their significant popularity, but maintaining that they still had a long way to go to reach McGregor's level of star power in the combat sports world. For Cormier, McGregor remains the biggest name in the sport, and no matter how successful Logan and Jake Paul have been, they have yet to reach that status. Stephen A. Smith, a sports commentator, shared similar concerns about McGregor's readiness to return to the UFC. He suggested that McGregor might not be physically prepared to compete with elite fighters, pointing out that many of these athletes focus on more than just bulking up their muscles. They prioritize the necessary conditioning to be ready for real competition. Smith also referenced the ongoing calls for McGregor to fight Michael Chandler, who has been vocal about wanting to face McGregor in the octagon. Smith's concern was that McGregor's continued focus on spectacle-driven fights could damage his reputation and hinder his chances of regaining his status as a top-tier fighter. Despite the skepticism, there's no denying that the McGregor versus Logan Paul fight will attract attention. The combination of two controversial personalities from different countries, both with massive followings, ensures that the fight will draw eyes from all corners of the world. The rivalry between McGregor and Paul, two men who are both adored and hated in equal measure, guarantees that the fight will be one of the most talked about events in combat sports history. The financial figures alone make it clear that this is not just another fight, it's an event of monumental proportions. For McGregor, this fight could be both a blessing and a curse. On the one hand, it represents an enormous payday, one that rivals the earnings from his legendary boxing match against Floyd Mayweather. On the other hand, it could raise questions about his motivations, as he has long been seen as one of the most skilled and dominant fighters in the UFC. Participating in a spectacle like this could damage his credibility as a legitimate fighter and harm his legacy in the sport. In the case of Logan Paul, this fight offers an opportunity to prove himself once again as a legitimate athlete. While he has made waves in the boxing world, there are still doubters who question his ability to compete with the best. A win over McGregor could go a long way towards silencing these critics, but a loss could set back his ambitions of becoming a serious force in combat sports. The fight itself promises to be a spectacle, with the massive financial rewards and the high stakes for both fighters. Whether it will live up to the hype remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: this is a matchup that has captured the imagination of fans around the world. Will McGregor risk tarnishing his iconic status for entertainment purposes, or will he return to his roots and prove himself in the octagon once again? Only time will tell, but for now, the world is waiting in anticipation.